Huh. Is it just that normally low? Okay. Well, we could change that. Yo, Candido, how you doing? What's good, man? All right, there we go. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? So, Candido, I got a story to tell you. How we doing? Doing pretty interesting. I'm gonna let you know that. So, I got a couple stories. The first one, and Dark and Jay are the first people to know about this, but I am no longer at the retail job. I feel relieved. I left it. I left them a note. I told them, nah, screw 2 week notice. This is the last day. Peace. They cried definitely. But turns out I wasn't the only one quitting that day. Yeah, I was not the only one quitting that day. Uh, Someone already put in their 2 week notice. And it's the girl who, well, I can't say girl, the lady who hit on me. Well, the lady who's been hitting on me since I've been at that job. She's leaving because of multiple reasons. But turns out she was going through something exactly like me. So first off, she went through a breakup. And now I noticed after she said that, it was it made the reason why she was hitting on me make so much more sense. Because she had an obsessive boyfriend, and this guy was so obsessed with her. And Dark, you're right. Something about California makes these people go crazy. Because this dude broke into her house to sleep with her and then fought her dad to sleep with her, but the dude lost and then got arrested by the police. Now, tell me, would I? It's kind of crazy knowing the people I work with have went through so much worse than what I went through. God, I gotta charge my controller. I mean, not controller, my phone. And then I'm gonna tell you about my Uber driver. But the thing is, this is the first time me and her really talked, and I'm gonna tell you, it was like we've been talking for years. Don't do that. Yo, has just started. Bro, I'm sorry. I don't know why I yawned so early. I know we just started. I know we just started. But yeah, it was like we we just talked like we've known each other for years. And it turns out, like, just like me, she's very silent about everything. She doesn't like people knowing her stuff. She even though she's an open book, which I completely understand. Give her a chance. See, here's the thing, Candido. And Dark, I know when I say it, he's gonna be like, no, no. But she is Latina. She is a Latina. And I've had a bad track record with Latinas. Like completely, it seems. I think I don't do it. Told you, bro. What you mean told you? Ain't no way. Now, I'm gonna ask you guys. Should I even make an attempt? Should I even try? I'll state. Now, is this the second time this has happened? Kinda. Yes, the second time. No. Okay. I'd say go for it. If it doesn't work, then you need a new rarity. I need a new rarity is crazy. But okay. I will say we're gonna talk. We're just gonna talk, be friends, you know. Cause I don't think it's like reciprocated the same way. You feel me? I feel like low key it might be like one sided. So I'm not gonna attempt it if it's like that, you know. But I will talk. Now let me tell you all about the Uber driver. So first time using an Uber, right? The dude I can only describe as a crackhead Bruce Willis. Literally, just think of Bruce Willis if he was a crackhead. But the thing is, the dude was so cool. Does she know you a popular streamer? Bro, I'll be honest, I haven't told anybody I stream. Gotta get away from the curse. Man. I hate that the curse is real. I hate it. Like, why does the curse have to be real for me, bro? And also popular streamer. Imagine, bro. I don't know if I could ever be popular with streaming. I mean, I won't lie, the streaming has been good. I think it is. not Bruce Willis. No, but I'll be real. This dude was spitting wisdom to me. Like high key, he was putting me on game with like different jobs and telling me about like the job market in America and how bad it is. And huh? The inhaler? Okay. Okay, I'm back. And Pokemon ZA video. Get away.
So I need to get it. Oh God. What do you?
Okay,
Why are you
I'll
investigating?
be right back.
Can I get a sneak attack like that? That is the dumbest. Can I target you? Can we play the game? Oh, we're not playing the game. I can't look at him because he's behind a wall. Bro, they are spamming moves. Oh shit, we're in trouble now. If the title of this video offends you, go ahead and waste $60 to $80. You don't care about facts or objective reality, you're just here to be toxic. Now, if you're watching this video because you want to learn about Pokemon Legends EA, all of your preconceived notions about this game are completely wrong. This is not an action game. There is no difficulty in this game. And if you think Pokemon Legends is a series for an older, less casual audience, you are completely wrong. This is the most babied, dumbed down, on a rail, anti-game, interactive movie out there. It's like the worst Pokemon game ever made, and after my experience with this game, it is the worst game I have ever gone through and committed to playing. Now, the Pokemon community only knows hate, negativity, and derangement, so this video is going to get brigaded into oblivion to destroy it in the YouTube algorithm, which is why I ask for your support. Please leave a like on this video, comment your thoughts down below based on what you're seeing here or your experience with the game, and share it with everyone everywhere because that really helps on the reach. And if I save you any money, if you're like, wow, I was going to buy this, but I realize it's like an objective piece of crap, maybe like leave a super comment. Give me $5-10 instead of wasting 60 to 80. Now, where to begin with this game, because there is not one defensible thing about it. To spoil the review, 0 out of 10. Okay, 1 out of 10. And actually, most of the game's problems are apparent in the very beginning of the game. But don't get this confused. Area 1 is not the tutorial. It is the prelude to barely learning about maybe what the tutorial of this game is going to be. It is atrocious how this game operates. You take 5 steps, cutscene. You take 5 steps, cutscene. This game has tutorials for tutorials. You have to learn everything twice. You're never allowed, like you're never given any credit as a human to just learn something. That you have to be instructed to do it multiple times until the game maybe kind of trusts you to get an idea of what's going on. And everything in this game is meant to waste your time. Again, like the backtrack, it's like you have to do a cutscene, and then you do the same cutscene, and you take 5 steps, and that's going to be another cutscene. You go into the first area of the game, and then you realize, like, oh, catching mechanics are bad. The controls are fumbly and clunky, which is also something I really disliked about Pokemon Legends Arceus, that, like, the catching just didn't work, and also, like, the way that Pokemon behave, that some of them are neutral, some of them are aggressive, and then, like, you have a more difficult time catching them, or some of them are skittish, and they completely just run away from you, makes it, like, really just frustrating. Like, the game is pure frustration. You can't just run out, battle, and catch Pokemon. Something is going to go wrong because the game is not made to function. It's not even like difficulty. The game gives like artificial difficulty through frustration, artificial game padding through wasting your time deliberately. And the game is even aware of its frustration. Like, if you've ever played a game and there's a difficult parkour section, then like a random enemy at the top just called stumbles and he knocks you off, or like a goat at the top of the mountain called the Mountain King who's just meant to ram you back down the mountain and waste all of your time, that's this Pichu in the starting area. Because if you complete, like, if you catch all the Pokemon area, you get bonus research points, and guess what? One of the fueling things of this game is like Pokemon Legends Arceus, catching a Pokemon just once isn't enough. You have to do meaningless, repetitive research tasks to artificially pad out this game, and the joke is you actually don't even have to do them. It's like the most fake of incentives. The entire game is a facade.
Why would they have
of
those
nothing.
incentives in,
But
though?
when it comes to this Pichu, it's incredibly skittish. So, oh, you crouch and then you hide in the grass, and then you can use that to get a first strike on the attack. Well, it just shows how nothing in the game systems function. So I call out my Pokemon. Well, my Pokemon is tethered to me. So I made multiple videos going off of the official trailer footage and also early gameplay and stuff on how the battles just look broken and bad, because your Pokemon don't dodge. You don't take control of your Pokemon. You have to call your Pokemon, they run to an area, which also just creates a ton of terrible, broken interactions. I don't even have to, like, sneak up on him. No.
What? Alright.
Venipede sees me, but... Oh, wait, what? 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 The what? My attack was charging, and somehow I got caught off guard? And it removes the entire flow of the battle because everything is just a hard pause that locks you out of animations. And there's no buffering, there's no animation canceling, that once you commit to an action, you're locked into that action. The wind-up, the action itself, the cooldown, and it just breaks everything, while there's also a lot of chaos. The opposing Pokemon, the AI, it's flawless. So you're just getting hammered the entire time, but you're not allowed to press buttons. You're just locked out from playing the game half the time you're in the battle. I haven't even I'm not even at the Pikachu yet. But what makes this battle system completely unforgivable is that your Pokemon are chained to you. So they always like run back to your side, or if you're trying to dodge a move, you as a trainer have to run, and then your Pokemon is supposed to like walk out of the move. Like there's no dodge for your Pokemon. So your Pokemon like walks with you, and then maybe you dodge an attack with that. But when you throw a Pokemon out into the wild, it does the same thing where it like glitches around and then like tries to link to you. Well, with this Pichu, your Pokemon walks in front of you. Yeah, so like the spotted thing. Are you So, my Pokemon that I have no control over runs out of the grass and scares off what I'm trying to catch. Am I playing this game correctly? If I water gun it and then throw... I'm locked on! And as it runs away, my Pokeball misses! And then, because everything else in this area has taught you, like, oh, trying to throw a Pokeball at a full health Pokemon is a wasted endeavor. Like, you're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to engage with the battle mechanics in some kind of way. Except for this Pichu. So, like, everything about the game breaks. There is nothing consistent. There is nothing stable. There is nothing rational about this game. So it's like, oh, I have to hide in the bush. I don't weaken this wild Pokemon. I don't summon my Pokemon to do anything about it. I just throw the Pokemon from the bush and maybe I catch it. And if I don't, it runs away and then I just have to reset the entire thing. So I can parkour up a slope that's taller than me, but I can't get on a box.
No way. Wait, for real?
So I have to... Can I just fall? Okay. And Rotom saves me anyway. What's the point of going down a ladder? Who designed the city? Oh my...
Why does it
my
look like that?
God. It's just a wall that has no concern for the other textures and buildings, and it's just a hole. This ladder was put in by a developer just to put you in a hole. It's very hard to convey with words. Like, you actually have to play this game hands-on to understand how non-functioning it is. My entire thing about this guide is that the game is not worth any money. This isn't Steam. You don't get to play it for an hour and then realize it's not worth it and get your refund under the 2 hours. Also, there's like no downloadable demo. If there was, this game would have no sales. Everyone realizes it's an unplayable, clunky mess, and they can't even get the first hour of gameplay right. They can't get the first hour of the game to actually function because the core systems are that broken, and Verlicify always right. I called this from the very beginning, just looking at the first couple of, like, gameplay trailers that we got. So, like, just know it doesn't. It doesn't work. It's always clunky. The Pokemon are moving around, the targeting doesn't work, and then we get to the controls, where you have to target, and then your movement buttons change to attack buttons. So if you're not targeting on a Pokemon, but then you use your X attack, you just go into your menu. But it's like, wait, I pressed the ZL button, so I'm supposed to be targeting them, but there was nothing to target, and then I press X for a move because everything's chaotic. I'm getting hammered by moves. There's multiple wild Pokemon running around. I'm trying to play the game efficiently. Well, no, the game just has lockouts, and it also just doesn't work half the time. So I go into the menu. Or I try to do something, and then you have a dodge as a trainer, but your Pokemon doesn't follow you on your dodge. It's like, I try to use a move, I dodge instead. I try to do anything, and then it just doesn't work. And then once you're using moves, it's just button mashing. There's no strategy, there's no action. And that's like another thing about the combat, where it's like, oh, this is an action game, and it's so fun, you get to run around and stuff. Like, no, my entire playthrough was standing still. My entire playthrough was standing still using 4, not physical moves, but like 4 attacking moves. No status moves. Status moves are a joke and a waste. Maybe competitive, but not even for the late game. Like, you don't need to do that. You just hit all of your cooldowns as they're up as fast as possible, and you stand still. And that's the game. Now, as you get deeper into the game, you might think, oh, it gets more complex, so we're going to learn about strategy and different kind of synergies and stuff. No, even that is fake about the game. And it's actually so broken. Like, the game tricked me for a brief moment into thinking it actually had, like, skill expression or some kind of strategy, because this Venipede laid down some spikes. And then it rolled out through the spikes And then I was like, oh dang, so like created a barrier and then attacked from the barrier, and then it dragged my Pokemon around. I just like kept walking into the spikes. But what it actually shows is how completely broken the game system is. Because when it throws down the spikes, well, if my Pokemon doesn't have any like ranged moves, I can't like attack through the spikes. Because that's the stupid thing about this game. All physical moves are melee, all special moves are ranged, and it creates so many broken interactions that it's like there's so many layers of broken. Like every single element and aspect of this game is broken. That like it might seem like I'm jumping back and forth in my review. That's because it's impossible to get the totality of how non-functioning this game is. So remember, your Pokemon are tethered to you. So if you're hanging back in a fight, that means like, oh, I'm using a melee attack. So my Pokemon runs up to use a melee attack, and then it runs back to me to reset. And if you're using special moves, it also has like some other weird interactions as well. But if I'm melee, if I'm standing right next to the opposing Pokemon and they use a dash move or they run around, well then I drop camera and then I drop moves, because again, you can only select moves when you are targeted onto an opposing Pokemon. So if the camera breaks or if that target goes out of your line of sight, you are unable to use moves. And then you have to refine them, retarget them, and then press the move button again. So you kind of need to stay back at range so everything's in your field of view. But if it isn't, then you can't do melee moves. And then it's just or like, yeah, if you do melee move, then you get pulled out. So going back to this Venipede fight, it set up the spikes. So I only had melee moves, which means I'm forced to run through the spikes and damage myself to hit it. Well, it used also rollout. And again, they don't have really cooldowns either. So they go spikes rollout. So as I'm chasing it to hit it, it uses rollout to roll through the spikes. So then my idiot of a Pokemon has to run back through the spikes to catch it on the rollout. Now when rollout finishes, your Pokemon back to you. So it then snaps at the end of the rollout animation back through the spikes to cuddle its trainer, because that is the only way this game is programmed to function on the battle. So, like, it was one of the things where I thought I got tricked, where it's like, oh, spikes, and then it rolled out through the spikes, and then that kind of baited me into hitting it. Yo, that's clever. No, the game is actually just that broken, where I'm leashed to it. So also my Pokemon Melee. My Pokemon Melee leaves me, runs through the spikes, has to run back through me, run into the rollout snaps back because the Pokemon doesn't, like, walk or fight at range or anything, and then it just became a cluster. It was a complete mess of nonsense. Just showing a little bit of how non-functioning the battles are. And then at the end of the day, again, I realized...
Okay, let me check this other link, though. Did it not go through? What the heck? Alright, there we go.
I wanna sue the best like no one ever has. These pals look like mine. Yo, Nintendo's on your ass. Lamball, Fox Parks, Penguin, it's wild. Nintendo saw it ain't too mild. Kativa, Cinemoth, the talk go flying. But the Pokemon lawyers, yeah, they spying. Gotta sue 'em all. Pocket pair. I'll search across the land, look far and wide. Throw spears from a hand, the power that's inside. War 6, creeping, Grizzbolt shot. Nintendo kicked the courtroom door unlocked. Cease and desist with that classic flair. Yo, that's Pikachu just with more hair. Sue them all. Gotta sue them all. Pocket pair. Daydream, Flamvel, Tansy, Bristlove, Depresso, Goffin, Lysandra, Reptiro, Blazma, Dudma, Astrodon, Menacing, Incineram, Relaxosaurus, Univolve, Catris. Gotta sue them all. Gotta sue them all. Gotta sue them all. Gotta sue them all. Gotta catch them all. Chickapee, Bitsy, Ruby, T-Fam, B-Guard, Digitoys, Penking, Bear Dash, Arsa, Rushwar, Capriti, Melpaka, Bushy, Wixen, Egg-Tears, Deer, Nightwing! Oh my god. At least 100 more to see. What idea was to copy them is my destiny. Oh my god. Lunarius, Orser, Kitsune, Dinosaur, Lily, Anubis, Valerian, Suzaku, Aqua, Jet Dragon, Hellfire, Frost Stallion, Knock, Quiver, that's all. What's that? We gotta cease and desist? This rap's not even out. What do you mean we gotta continue? Gotta sue 'em all, gotta sue 'em all. Gotta sue 'em all, gotta sue 'em all. Mao, Chill It, Dire Hell Dash, reminding folks of the Nintendo cash. Power World's lit, said Gamers Online, but the legal team said they crossed the line. You wanna copy the best, but truth is we stole our designs from Dragon Quest. Sweeper, Floppy, Lavender, Elizabeth, Ragnarok, Cyberlex, Masando, Lux, Budlord, Belanoir, Xenolord, Jormantide, Shadowbreak, Palladius, Necromancer, Blazemont, Ryu. Gotta sue them all. Gotta take those critters down to court. Gotta ensure that Power World gets no single port. Gotta sue them all. Gotta take those critters down to court. Make sure Power World never gets a port. Gotta sue them all.
You know what?
There. Are you happy now?
I've never been happy.
I did it. There's your Power World parody rap that took me a bajillion years and honestly didn't turn out at all like how I wanted. I envisioned something way bigger, but I don't really make that much. But if I did, I would have invested all of that into a beautiful animation. Instead, we got a pretty gay, but a promise is a promise. I delivered. And now you will hit subscribe if, of course, you want a version of that Power World parody rap video uploaded as its own standalone video. Hell, I even dress like the stupid character, okay? You will hit subscribe. You will get this channel to explode so we can finally show all those other slop channels what it looks like to put in even just an inch of effort. Welcome back to the channel. The day is finally here. Pokemon ZA is out and Power World's still better.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Hell, I would argue Digimon Time Stranger is also better, but I will save that opinion for my Nintendo Alternatives video. And well, what are the results? Well, the results are, I guess it's fair to say, Pokemon Legends ZA is not living up to the hype. But then again, I mean, if you're expecting a single Pokemon game past 2020 to even resemble being the richest IP on the planet, well, let's just say you have a better chance of not getting stabbed on a bus randomly in North Carolina. The reception online has been some of the most entertaining shit I've seen in a while. Nintendo fans are in complete denial. They are trying their absolute hardest to salvage what is 100% a disappointment.
There's
and
a
they
good
know
amount
it.
of people
So many cut
defending this
corners,
Pokemon game.
so much cut content, underwhelming visuals, greedy
there's cut
monetization. Pokemon Legends ZA is nothing more than a justification to buy a Switch 2, because if you play this on the Switch 1, you might have a seizure from the frame rates.
Oh my god, a Skidoo! My game froze!
Wow.
No! No way! Police, get what you fucking deserve!
Yes! Crash more! And it's good that the game crashed on him too, because rumor going around is that there's no option to disable autosave for Pokemon Legends ZA. So is this $400 investment worth it? Let's have a look. As of now, the game has scored an 80 from critics, who, mind you, we should never really take serious anyway, but it really says a lot when the gaming journalists that threw Dragon Age Veilguard a high score
80?
cannot enjoy this slop. Truly remarkable. So right now, one of the biggest issues plaguing the game is a lack of voice acting, and I can't believe I'm actually gonna say this, but I was personally never really that off-put by Pokemon not having voice acting until the internet actually explained to me in autistic detail why it should, and honestly, I can't argue with them. They're right. Especially coming off of Digimon, a game that probably doesn't have anywhere near close to the same budget, and yet it still provides voice acting. And yet over here, Game Freak, with the most profitable intellectual property on the planet, cannot provide such a basic feature that really makes Pokemon Legends ZA look kinda retarded when the characters are just miming and gesturing. Here's an example.
What?
I mean, come on. Tell me this doesn't look stupid. I mean, it looks fucking retarded. No voice acting. What, all the characters are just mutes? This is one of the most embarrassing moments I've ever experienced in a video game. I genuinely cringed during this cutscene. This is the biggest media franchise in the world. This is inexcusable for Gen 10. It needs to have voice acting.
Wait, why would you have a person whose whole gimmick is singing and you don't have a voice actor to sing as that character. Like that doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense at all, bro. You gotta delete. Oh yeah, he did say the R word. Um. Yeah. 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 Yep. All right. That's fine though. That's fine. I wasn't expecting him to just like throw it out like crazy. He threw like 10 of those. I'm like, whoa. At least give me time to prepare. Dang.
Like, I used my free will to realize that it's all an illusion and there's no action elements, so I did just kind of like sit next to the opposing trainer and just wail on melee moves and hope it stayed in place as the best way to play this game. It's actually less turn-based than the turn-based main series Pokemon games. As for difficulty, there's none. I did no extra catching or training of Pokemon outside of Area 1. I didn't like seek out an excess of trainers to get experience. I didn't do side missions to get experience candies. I just blitzed the game as fast as possible while ignoring everything about the game, and I was just over-leveled and automatically winning everything. So the gameplay loop is supposed to be you use daytime to catch Pokemon, train Pokemon, get resources, and then that means you can battle better at nighttime for the ZA Royale. Also, you sit on a bench, like some kind of NPC drone, and then you just stare into the abyss until it's nighttime, and then when it's nighttime, that's when the ZA Royale starts. That's when you do your 5 battles, you get your promotion match, and then you rinse and repeat all the way from Z to A. Nope, because the entire game is a lie. The ZA Royale is not a core part of the game and a core part of your progression, that you have to do stupid side missions and side story quests and like a completely unrelated thing. It's pretty much, the way I can describe it is it's Pokemon Scarlet and Violet with 3 times the amount of challenges and no freedom of choice between them. It's like if you have to do gym battle and then a Titan Pokemon and then a Team Star battle, and you just do that on loop forever. But each thing takes 3 times as long.
Got cut?
That is actually the secret gameplay loop of this game. It gets very tedious really quick. It gets very uninspired really quick. It has no value whatsoever. And what happened was there was actually a jump in the promotion. So Vinny's my favorite character. But also there's another guy that's really like actually there's a couple of really good characters in this game that makes me upset. It's like should have been Z version. These should have been like gym leaders. These should have been like memorable, really cool Pokemon characters. Instead, they're just forgotten side characters that will never exist outside of ZA in any meaningful way. So I was already so beaten down by I think rank V on my quest to rank A that when Vinny said, well, if you beat me, you get rank F, I actually got delirious. Oh.
What?
Oh.
What?
Oh my god! I've never been happier in my life! To get to that point, half of it was cutscenes. Like, if you go fast text, mash through A, don't even read a thing, an hour of your first 4 hours of the game is just text and cutscenes and nonsense. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. New record! And then you realize how fraudulent the entire gameplay loop is. Because once you hit rank F, that's kind of like the game beginning. Because your promotion matches are kind of like proxy gym battles. And they have main characters that if you watch any of the trailers, we have Corbeau. So it's like, oh, this is going to be the leader of a group. And then you beat them for the promotion match. And that's kind of your gym leader. Or that's kind of your gym fight. But that means there's also kind of a tutorial for your first proxy gym challenge and your first like real promotion once you hit F. So it's actually, the game isn't Z to A. The game is F to A. And once again, it's just padded out nothing. It's nonsense. It is all text and deliberately wasting your time, because this game respects your time less than any other game I have ever played, which is why I'm just like, this is just the worst, even the worst Pokemon game I played, the worst game I have ever played. So what happened was, there was a lock, and you have to go through 4 dialogue options that don't do anything. It's like, oh, maybe there's a weakness in this lock. So you go through it all, and it's like, nope, there's nothing you can do. Which, as someone experienced a Pokemon, my brain went, yo, we get to catch Klefki down here and then we unlock it. The game immediately takes away the puzzle or any satisfaction of discovery by saying, hey, look, a Klefki, we need to catch it. But then you catch the Klefki, and it doesn't open the lock. Ha 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 ha. Oh, come on! They ruined the, bro, like, they ruined the moment.
But okay, so
why,
I did
bro? This
just
fucking
want to tell y'all
hand-holdy
that
piece
story
of shit bullshit, dude.
because,
I saw that lock and I went,
man,
I just need to catch Klefki, and instead, the game.
you can obviously tell. But bro, I don't know what it is, but every time I sit in this chair, I just get tired. Like, for real, for real. I just get hella tired. And maybe that's honestly just me. Like, I just need overall better sleep. But alright. I just wanted to tell y'all about what's been going on, and hey, the good news is we out of retail. So I do have freedom until Monday. Because then I talked to the staffing agency and they're going to hook me up. And I'm excited. I'm excited for it. Damn, I don't. Told you not to start yawning. Bro, I can't stop the yawning once I. Bro, I almost just fell asleep. Damn it. Alright. I'm getting some sleep. Alright, y'all. Okay, if y'all need me, just message me. I'm gonna be. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing, honestly. Probably gonna eat this cookie, but alright. Unfortunately, gotta take down the stream, but it's all good. Thank y'all. Hope y'all have a good rest of your day or night, whatever time zone. An actual stream is gonna happen tomorrow. God. And tomorrow, I want to look into like popular games. I want to look into like a big one. But peace out for now, y'all. Actually, let me change the music though. Hold on a sec. Yeah. All right. Good night, y'all. Peace. See y'all tomorrow.